Welcome back. My name is Cindy, and on this channel, I help you to pinpoint ways on how to improve your romantic and parental relationships. In this video, I will be reviewing and sharing my thoughts about Married at First Sight's Season 12, Episode 3. So be sure to like this video, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Okay, y'all. This episode was awful. It really needed to be 1 hour long. It felt like it was dragging on and on and on. The conversations were annoying. Some of the things that they were talking about was just like inappropriate. And it was basically a snooze fest, but let's get started. I'm going to start with my favorite couple, which is Brianna and Vincent. I just love this couple. I think they're the only ones that are actually going to make it past decision day. And I was so excited and happy once they got some screen time. And they just have such a natural, genuine connection and very respectful of each other. It was funny that Brianna was trying to decide whether or not to take his last name now or wait. Girl, take that last name. I know you're gonna just be in love with this man, so take his last name and go ahead and live your best life. Vincent was trying to get in good with Dad, and his facial expressions, it was like, I ain't here for it, but okay. But I think with time, they'll be able to form a relationship, and they'll get to know each other. Dad did kind of look a little nervous because he wasn't making much eye contact, but he did say that he wants, just to make sure that he takes care of his girl, and that's understandable. That's a dad thing, so I completely understand that. Like I said, I'm rooting for them. I feel like they're the only couples at this point that are going to make it past decision day, so I cannot wait to continue to see how their story unfolds. All right, let's move on to Virginia and Eric. Virginia looked faded last night. Like, every scene she had a glass of wine. It's like, girl, do you need alcohol to get through your wedding, your whole entire wedding? Like, I feel like she couldn't wait to get to the reception so she can drink. And it was just like, she's all over the place. And Eric seems to be trying to like go along with it, and he might think it's fun now, but once her party ways hit Eric, he's going to be like, whoa, what is going on? Because he's trying to play nice and be all cool with it now, but he has to know that something's coming down the pipeline that he's probably not going to like, because this girl just cannot be without a drink. And I'm just kind of like, what is going on? I mean, is she drinking because she's nervous? Is she drinking because that's what she likes to do? Like, I just can't figure it out. So good luck, Eric. That's all I can say about this one. I guess we will talk about Chris and Paige now. First of all, Chris is irritating. Like, I can't. Every time he gets on the screen, he just works my nerves. And the stuff that he was saying last night was just so inappropriate, so like degrading. He had the nerve to swear the F-bomb when his wife was coming down the aisle. That was so disrespectful. And then he tried to put on this front like, oh, you're so beautiful, you have a nice smile. But low-key, he wasn't very attracted to her. And he had the nerve to tell her friends, oh, she might be what I need, but she's not typically what I want. He's so cocky and just so annoying. It's like, boy, bye. Even when he was trying to tell his little sob story about living in his car in Florida, he had to throw in the $12K check, and like, he leads in with money, and then he complains that women just want him for his money. I mean, they definitely don't want you for your looks, bro. And the money at this point is all I can see you have to offer. I mean, who talks about their ex at their actual wedding? And for him to bring that up was just I didn't like that at all. And I was surprised that Paige was actually taking the bait and continuing the conversation, because that's something that you need to just table until after the wedding, because who wants to sit around on their wedding day talking about their man's ex? And then he had the nerve to be comparing the two, and it was just a hot mess. And even when he was talking to her friends, one of her friends, she just wasn't here for it, and I was with her. It's like, dude, how are you going to break off an engagement just a couple months ago, and then you're going to talk about a honeymoon baby? Like, when his father said that, I was just like, you know what, Dad, I can't with him. I see exactly where Chris gets his foolishness. It's like, even when they sat down, when she was sitting down with the parents, and he was just being super creepy, talking about some, well, when Chris works hard, and when he comes home from work, he wants that intimacy with his wife, like not just once a month, but every day. And I'm just like, ew, why would you be telling me this? I do not want to hear this from my father-in-law, A, and you just met me. Like, why are you telling me about your son and his like intimate ways? Like, it's just too much. I can't. Like, Paige, good luck, because I can't see how you're going to be able to tolerate Chris on a daily, regular basis. All right, up next is Jacob, aka Jake, and Haley. Whew, I don't even know. Like, it was just a complete disaster. The way he was looking at her as she was coming down the aisle, he has no expression when he talks. And even when he was trying to recite his vows, it was like he was trying to edit himself on the spot because something seemed off. It didn't feel like he was attracted to her. It didn't feel like he was feeling her. But after the ceremony, he was saying how she's beautiful and how he's like excited to be with her and all this nonsense. But it's like he's saying one thing and his body language is saying something completely different. And it was one of the most awkward ceremonies I've seen on Married at First Sight, and I was just not here for it. It was boring. They're boring, and Haley is not going to stick with him because she was not feeling him. She was trying to get through the night, and then he had the nerve to have his shirt off waiting for her in bed. Like, dude, that ain't the move. Like, she wasn't showing any indication that she was ready to snuggle up with him, so he needed to have his shirt on and just be like chill. So with these two, I don't see it working out. I mean, in the beginning, I thought, she was mature, that she would probably be open, but she was saying how she's not going to settle and she's not going to do this and that. So they're pretty much not going to work out. Does production make their friends ask them about their intimate life? Like, it was like a topic of conversation for all the friend groups. It was like, why are you asking me these invasive questions? It was super annoying. And it was just kind of like, don't you guys have other things to ask your friend's spouse? Like, why are you asking them about how they get down in the bedroom? That was really annoying to me. And I'm glad Ryan shut it down. Speaking of Ryan and Claire wasn't on the screen very much, so there's really not much to say about them this episode. That ponytail, like, she made it seem like she didn't know she had a ponytail in, and I'm assuming that it was not hers. Like, it was kind of a weird scene for her to be on there fighting with her ponytail and her hair clips or whatever. But I mean, there's not much to say about them. And why does Eric keep mentioning his first marriage? I mean, you said you didn't say I do, you didn't wear rings. It wasn't a marriage, it was some arrangement of some sort. So just focus on trying to deal with Virginia and just let that arrangement go. This season seems like it's going to be a complete disaster. Thank God for Vincent and Brianna. I'm going to be excited to watch them as their story unfolds. And these other couples, it's just going to be a train wreck. But what I do want to say is, low-key, I feel like Chris's ex-fiance is probably who's going to come up pregnant, because they kind of hint at someone being pregnant. And I don't think it's Paige. I think it's the ex turns up pregnant and Chris just is in a situation and Paige is just kind of over the top, just annoyed. I'm not sure why they matched them. Like, I feel bad for Paige. He comes across so rude and arrogant and just full of himself. He's not genuine. Even with his vows, it was like, dude, did you copy and paste this off the internet? Like he just wants to say what is right in the moment. He's not really being genuine unless he's talking about his cocky ways. And he had to tell her, oh, I don't have a big ego. If you have to say I don't have a big ego, then that's not a good look, bro. I guess we'll have to just wait and see what happens next week, because usually once they start the honeymoons, that's when it really starts to get good. The weddings, some of them can be fun and a lot of times they're boring, but I'm excited to see how things start to unfold once they touch down and wherever they're going to land for their honeymoon. So be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.